The one little boy, my youngest, was 5. He got off the bus and he was crying. And it's like, all the kids are saying there's a tornado, there's a tornado. No, no, there's nothing. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just go inside. And so I said, we'll go inside. And then my alarm started going off. I'm like, okay, well, it just means we're going to get a nasty storm. So the kids were crying, and one of them was hiding in a cupboard, wouldn't come out of the cupboard. And so I finally convinced him to come out and do some coloring, and I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take all of our coloring stuff and some books and games, and we're going to put it into the hallway. And if the weather gets bad, we're going to go into the hallway and we're all going to huddle and keep our heads down. And I kept an eye on the weather outside. After the last warning, which was 10 minutes before the tornado hit us, I was outside and I was filming. And then that was to the 5-minute mark. And right at that point, I saw the house here have its roof taken off. Because when the tornado came at us, it wasn't the typical funnel cloud that you would expect. It was just a shelf of gray clouds that were touching the ground. And it wasn't until I saw the roof go and then debris and stuff flying, that I was like, okay guys, inside. I made sure all the doors were shut and locked, and I got the kids into the hallway and I got them all cuddled around me. I made sure everyone was holding onto each other with their heads down, and they were screaming. And when it did hit us, it was just, it's hard to describe. It's just the wind coming through, you could feel it blowing as though you were outside, and the sound was like a freight train coming through the building, and all you could hear was constant snapping and popping and things hitting the building. And I remember at one point before going in seeing a tree fly by the window, and at that point I knew, like, for myself anyways, obviously it's not something I said to the kids, but at that point I felt as though, like, we're not going to make it through this. We don't have a basement to get to. Like, how am I going to keep these kids safe? And that was my biggest concern, and my biggest fear was not being able to keep those children safe.